This is the Zelda that never ends.
Yeah, since I've been going at this for like a month,
Hello, friendos. We're back to the land of Nintendo.
I've been trying to speed it up. So you might notice I have a few more hearts than I did last time.
Four extra hearts.
Actually, 5 extra hearts.
Why can't I hear it?
Oh, okay. Gotta be honest, you can't really tell the top
Can you
part.
not hear it?
Do you see me?
I can.
I can hear it.
I think that's just you, Jonas.
Wait.
There's this little
I can't hear anything.
button
Wait,
that says mute.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
So regularly just some grinding off stream. Yeah, what were you saying, Rick? You did like 15 shrines off stream?
Something like that. I mean, I could like use hero path mode to go over what I did. Let's see. I have to oh. There's back forward.
If you press L trigger, I think it starts playing backwards. Or left bumper, one of those. Whatever it says in the bottom left to change speed. Oh, no, that's to increase or decrease speed. That's not to change direction. Right, because the controls for this thing are weird. Because if you're paused and then you decrease speed, that doesn't then make you start going backwards slowly, as I would have expected it to.
This is all over Satori Mountain. Got a bunch of shrines on this side. Did that shrine. That shrine I finally found. Tried going up the mountain. There weren't any shrines there. Got some shrines in Landryu. Whatever this thing is. What do they call that? Promenade?
Mm-hmm. The parade grounds.
I got the, I did some stuff up there that nearly got me killed.
Okay.
Some stuff.
That's
Jonas?
Can you hear me? Okay, good. Okay. God. Ugh, whatever. Let me get back in there. All right.
It was underground right there.
Yeah.
I think my sound driver crashed or something. It's awesome.
Going backwards.
Wow. That's weird. Are you actually moving at that speed right now?
No.
No. So this is the hero's path mode. So it records up to what 250 hours
Something
of
like
everywhere you've walked,
Oh.
and then you can play it back in accelerated time, either forwards or in this case backwards. So we're looking back through everything Rick's
that. Yeah,
done.
that's in Hateno, so that was back last time you saw me play, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is when you were finishing up the
Yeah, so going
CC's
back forward.
quest.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. Well, you got the gist of it.
FedEx has any particularly interesting shrines you remember?
Interesting shrines? Maybe. I just
If it
play the
doesn't
game.
immediately-
I'm very focused on getting the game done.
Alright, if none of them immediately lurch to mind, then probably not as much.
Oh, I got the golden horse.
How close do you think we are to finishing the game?
Well, let's see what the stats are when he teleports. If Rick is... Well, because Rick has all the things to go fight Ganondorf. He has all 5 stages, and he's got the Master Sword.
Is that 96 shrines?
Yeah. There are 152 in the game.
Wow.
So you're about 2/3 through. A little less than.
Nice.
And now he's going around with Swampy Feast for all his troubles. That, I was gonna say, that was a good circus spot.
Well, yes, actually, if he wanted to go finish the game, he could just go fight the final boss and do that right now. But I think what Rick is saying is he wants to complete the game to his satisfaction.
He
and
wants
that-
to do it right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that includes
Gold horse.
Nice.
getting
of-
Golden Horse.
A lot of,
Wow.
I mean, one thing you gotta,
I don't have
A lot
anywhere
of
to take the gold
streamers-
horse right now because I'm going underground.
a lot of streamers have their own personal goals when they're playing games like this too, to be honest, and I'm all for that. We all want to do that.
I
One
did pay
thing
a lot of
for-
money for this game.
That's fair. That is fair. Definitely want to get your money's worth. There will probably be some great. I fully expect there will be some good DLCs for this.
So there
So-
should be a light route pretty close by, because it should be right where the shrine for Kakariko Village is.
I mean, how many times do you hear people buy Zelda just because they want to deck Ganon in the face?
I mean, it is kind of a highlight.
You have 999 light routes.
That's awesome.
This
Oh,
player's like,
Bright.
screw the Master Sword. I want to punch him in the face.
I think we've all been there.
I don't care if I die. I don't care if Ganon's the ultimate evil, and I need the Master Sword. I'm gonna deck him in the face. I try to be I try to be a treasure hunter in most of these games, but there's always that one thing in the game you have to do, and you have to do it right.
Oh, I did kill a Lionel. And it happened
Oh,
to be
you
a
did?
silver Lionel with armor, which made it very harrowing.
Oh
Mhm.
man.
That is the hardest Lionel in the game. Good job.
I hope before we wrap up, you fight at least one more on screen because that's good times.
There's
Uh,
proof. White main Lionel
right.
Saberhorn, white main Lionel Macehorn.
Oh no, I
Nice.
believe
Ooh.
you.
Oh wow. Attach that on
There,
your sword.
there is one silver Lionel you have to face on your way to Ganondorf, so at the very least that one will be on stream.
By the time Rick gets there, Link can suplex Ganon.
Marcusville says you fought the Lionel, but you didn't date the Lionel. No, the Lionels are all gym rats. They're all too focused on just getting swole. They're not good boyfriend material.
Nah, they all have to date each other because
Don't ask me how I know.
How do you know, Miller?
Told you not to ask me that.
I know, but
I
I felt
told
like
you.
being a dick.
What do you think he did, Jonas?
I don't know.
Probably use one of the beacons to point out where the light routes are going to be, Rick, instead of one of the stickers, because you can't really see a sticker on the minimap.
I just need to head towards it.
Yeah, you have to open the map every time to understand which way is towards it. Oh well.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Unlocking the Miller backstory bit by bit. Yeah, part of my Rito character's backstory is that he dated Lionel for a bit.
That's kind of adorable.
Fan fiction
I don't.
material right
Would
there.
that be weird? Are Lionel people or are they animals?
I mean, are Rito people or animals?
They can talk, so they're people.
Well, Lionel's could probably talk.
If they have a manly chest, it counts.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
they can draw a bow. That doesn't seem like a thing an animal can do.
yeah.
Here's
I mean,
there's only one thing I gotta say. Lionels are basically summoned by Ganon, right?
yeah.
So wouldn't they be part of Ganon if you start dating them?
Wait, you mean? I mean, well,
I mean,
not.
they're evil, sure.
Yeah, I mean, well,
But they're part of Ganon's evil magical power.
they're not.
So,
I mean, they're not aspects of
Right
Ganon.
over there. Okay,
well, they are though, Jonas.
I don't think they. No, I'm not sure. No, I think they're independent creatures. Like I think Ganon just summons them from wherever.
Well, he does the same thing to them that he does the bokoblins, which is he just the magic and then Lionel's
Right.
appear.
Like I
But
don't
that's
think
the
he.
thing, though, like the majority of his monsters are pig themed. I know
Yeah.
the Lionels are an exception, but
I mean, I think they come from somewhere. You know, I think Ganon's just like co-opted them and constantly resurrects them, which is kind of a dick move. It's weird because like this was never stuff I thought about back in the day. Like, oh, they're just obstacles we mowed down. Where do they come from though? Where do they go? Something from Cotton Eye Joe, Cotton Eye Jonas. Anyway, but yeah, Miller should totally have a Rita boyfriend. Make it canon.
actually, I wonder if the Lionels have some Zonai ancestry in them, and Ganon's taking advantage of that.
I guess it could be.
No, clearly the power move would be to say I have a Gerudo boyfriend. And just be like, I'll let you figure out how that works.
Talking about my theory there, Flo. I am stretching, not gonna lie, but that's part of how imagination works. Sometimes you have to throw in some ideas.
Don't mind me.
You know, we're getting close to like a festive season. I just want to break out the ornaments. You know, just kind of arrange them in a little festive way.
Ow. Nope.
Yeah, you are very much. I am normal investigator, man. Trust me, I am friend.
Standing here in this Yiga encampment.
Mhm. Yeah, there's literally one person down here who points you towards where Robbie is, and then Robbie, and then that's it.
Launchpad. McQuack.
Get ready to launch.
Why did it just go up that way? It looks like there's a chest up there, so okay.
Yep. It's usually how these schema stones work. They give you the tools for it, and then give you a tiny, tiny challenge to use it on.
You just missed it.
Yeah,
Rewind.
I can't rewind myself.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't.
Slightly
Yeah.
too high for ascend.
Here, Miller, I drew your
God
boyfriend.
damn, Jonas!
I like the timing on that, by the way, guys.
Well, because I knew as soon as he's like, "Hey, Miller," I'm just like, "Oh, I know exactly what this is." Jonas, why?
This is canon now.
No.
He has to have some really mundane sounding name like Brad or something. The most feared lion of all.
His
Brad.
burlap. Burlap the lion.
Or no, his name is Lionel, and he's just like, shut up about it. Don't mention it.
Lion eye.
Oh, come on, it's cute. Can't believe you popped me.
Wait a minute.
No, he's
Oh.
like, "My name's Lionel." And it's like, "Well, what about the other ones?" It's like, "Their name's Lionel." It's like, "And the other one, his name is Lionel." It's like, "How does that work?" It's like, "Have you ever heard of this cat named Bigglesworth?" It's like that.
And then we find his name is Lili. Doesn't Link have a move where he rides them in the game? I'm pretty sure he does.
I mean, they
Yes,
don't really.
If you get a headshot on them, you'll stun them, and then you can. If you stand beside them and press A, you will mount, and then you get to do an attack while riding on their back.
Like, you can't stand for more than like a second or two, right? I mean,
Yeah, they'll immediately start trying to kick you off.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many times you press the L button to like tame them, like you would a horse. It's not gonna work. They're gonna knock you off.
I like the
Don't ask me
idea.
how I know that.
I like to think of the idea that Link is trying to tame them. Well,
Yes. Also, if they are not aggro to you, you can just if you happen to glide directly overhead of them and drop down, you can get one of those mounted attacks as to like start the fight. Nope. I think I might be going up a sheer cliff.
you know, when I first saw Lionel in this game, it reminded me of the monsters in the very original Zelda that were guarding the waterfall towards the white sword. I'm pretty sure that's what they're supposed to be.
I mean, I believe those are also Lionels.
Yes, those are Lionels.
Yeah, Lionels are in the first Zelda game.
They're not as
That's
strong as these
right.
guys, though.
It's actually interesting because I don't know if they've been in a Zelda game since like 1 or 2.
They were in
Oh,
hold Hold on, let me Google. I know they were in another game.
I know they were in one of the Oracle games. I don't know if they were in
Well-
both.
They're in Link to the Past, and both Oracle games and A Link Between Worlds.
They were Oh yeah, that's right. They were the archers in Link to the Past.
Like, this light route is so hard to get to. And it lights up basically everything in here.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting how the light routes work, where it's like you get one of them in like a random area and it seems to do nothing, and then you get its neighbor and it does so much. And they have this very satisfying compounding effect. Until you have only one left. Like, look where you see where it says Great Abandoned Central Mine. You see there's like one tiny little patch of darkness.
Yeah. Spot marked on old map. Let's get that.
I'm going to, for that one in particular, I'm going to heavily caution you that is a very difficult combat challenge.
Is it one that I've done before?
Oh? I don't think so. If the X marks the spot is still there, then you haven't opened the chest that's there. Lionels or Zonai? Yeah, the Lionels is what you're talking about. No, I believe the Zonai are new to this game. Well, technically they were mentioned in Breath of the Wild, with the ruins that are in Faron. But there was no details about what or who they were. It was, presumed at the time that they were a different kingdom of human analogs, similar to the Sheikah or the Yiga or the
If you got this close.
Hyruleans. And then when hears of the kingdom, they realize, oh no, they're goat beastmen. The Zonai might have a relation to the dragons. Well, that's what people say, is that it's like, how does Minoru know about draconification, right? How does she know to warn Zelda about that? Clearly, it must have been a thing that had happened at some point previously to some other Zonai. And so the question then comes up, well, does that mean that that might be where Daedra, Dinral, and Farosh came from? Were they three Zonai that swallowed their secret stones?
Hey, Miller.
What, Jonas?
All right, I'll behave myself.
Hey,
Jonas feels a very dark power, and he uses it so callously.
Yes.
I forgot it was Friday. There you go, chat. There's your Fats Gun Friday.
God, it's Friday, isn't it? What the hell happened to the week?
Okay, so
So we're collectively a Pegasus. Look, considering there's like 6 legs, 4 arms, and 2 wings, or 6 legs, 2 wings, 2 arms, it's more like they're collectively a Sleipnir.
Again?
Yes, Frederick, this is the underground floating coliseum. There's this one, and then there's the one under Typhlo Ruins that are probably 2 of the hardest combat encounters in the game.
Can never see the gems. There they are.
Looks all ready to go. Just a little change in armory should be good. Welcome to the Lionel Coliseum. Here you're gonna have to face Lonel, Lanel, Lionel,
Alonzo.
and Alonso. Yeah. Ow.
Ow.
You're not gonna hurt me. I can only hurt me. Yeah, chat saying to throw down some light roots or dazzle fruits or something.
Ow.
Sure, that
Yeah.
counts as a flurry rush, even though the sword literally passed through you.
See ya.
I mean, at the
Oh,
very
shit.
least, going to get these.
There you go.
Yes, and even though the door's shut on you for the Coliseum, you can't walk out. You can still teleport out at any time if it's too much.
It's going to drag me all over the place.
Again! More fighting, more combat. The blood splashes are so pretty.
Okay, why are you like Caligula all of a sudden or something?
Go get more.
We definitely need a Zelda dating simulator.
See, I'd agree with you, but the problem is, they'd just be cowards. It would be like, is Link gonna choose between Zelda or Pura or the hometown babe from Nintendo's? So demure and
Or
whatever.
what's her face? Shadow Hat.
What, Shadow Dad?
Twilight Sparkle. What's her name? You know who I'm
Midna?
talking? Yes, Midna. But
No,
like,
they would not give him the choice of Midna. Every single person he could choose would have to be Hylian, basically, and that's it.
aw.
Mipha might be the only one who's not human analog.
God.
Look, I'm not saying it's what I would want. I'm saying it's what
Ooh.
Nintendo would give us because they're
Yeah.
cowards.
Yeah, I mean, they wouldn't even do a dating game. You know they wouldn't. Nintendo
Right.
is very...
Shadow Hat Twilight Sparkle. What was her name?
I don't know.
Shadow had Twilight
Ow.
Sparkle?
Shadow Hat.
Federic says which Impa? Age of Calamity Impa. Not Breath of the Wild Impa.
Well, clearly the answer is we need to do a thinly veiled parody version.
Oh yeah, there'll also be some very secret path where you get to choose like Koga or something. What do the gray hearts in the HUD represent? Those are your hearts that have been gloomed away. So any
Ow.
gloom enemies will sort of rot away your hearts, and you cannot fill them with normal healing methods. You either have to go back to the surface, go to a light route, or eat food that has had sun lions or other sun ingredients added to it to heal them.
Yeah, I think that's what.
Ow.
Stabbing him with a pointy stick.
Icicle T says, so Twilight Sparkle wearing a Shadow the Hedgehog hat? Yes, who's also dating Mordecai from a regular show.
Ow.
Oh,
You're having a time there.
Yeah, I know.
That's rough. Yeah.
you're out of Lino time.
Should we be quiet? I mean,
No.
okay. I wasn't sure if like we were being
No.
distracted. Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta get those
Oh,
Fury Rush
hate when he does
dodges in. Any of the short range attacks or the charges should be easy enough. It's the... Or like the ones where he lowers his head and charges are pretty easy to dodge.
that. Yeah.
It's the one where he like runs by you and sweeps his weapon. Those are the ones I always have a problem with.
Yeah.
You can parry them though, right?
Ow.
Like that.
That's so
Can,
rough.
but it's really hard.
Oh.
And like this one.
Ow.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Then he's gonna do a fireball. There are tells if you know what to look for.
Yeah.
Definitely takes a lot of practice.
They're tells, but you barely have
Yo.
any time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You die.
Like, you get like a couple milliseconds and then he's just doing his thing. At least it's all fairly predictable in terms of
Yeah.
movesets.
I mean, it's very Souls-like. I don't think that's a mistake. You know,
Yeah.
Souls games are very inspired by Zelda, and you know, as all game design is cyclical, Zelda is now inspired by Souls design.
Oh, fuck this guy.
There you
Did
go.
I kill him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How many fairies did I have left? One. Okay.
One.
All right. Is this the last guy? Or? Well, we'll
Just
see.
the shrine.
Oh,
not the
hell
last
no.
No, that was number 3 of 5.
Yeah, so I'm out of here.
Oh, God, this is
Yeah,
brutal.
That was a white main Lionel. You have you have a silver main Lionel to fight, and then you have a silver main armored Lionel after that.
Holy shit.
I think
So
I'm
yeah,
going
if
for
you
this
go-
spot right here.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, definitely want to take a breather.
So if I go back, do I have to start over? I assume so.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, the
No,
cost-
that just means
no.
more. That just means more Lionel parts.
Yeah. Which, I mean, honestly, that is how I got Lionel parts to get all the armor upgrades for, like, the Barbarian set, is I just did that Coliseum over and over and over.
That's rough.
Which is why I know all the tells and why I can, like, be like, oh, yeah, it's easy to dodge these things and these things. It's like, yeah, because I've faced them, like, 60 times.
Nice.
That's really the best way to do it is experience. Stuff up, Link. We're just gonna do some cooking off stream.
Yeah, you'll notice that X marks the spot centers on this canyon mine. Basically, all these mines have a very similar structure to them,
Yeah.
where they have this center chest that
Miner's
has some kind of armor in
trousers.
it.
Those are kind of
Horse-
silly.
They look like board shorts that glow.
Wait until you see the whole set. The chest piece for Miner's trousers is very silly looking because it's basically like Link's wearing nothing, except his entire chest is just wrapped in string lights.
Oh my god. This is a raver outfit.
It just says, yeah, you can use the ancient arrows to finish the Colosseum, but then you get no Lionel parts. Yeah, that's the trade-off. If you just really want that treasure chest in the center, then you could do that, but Lionel parts are also just very valuable, and the Lionel bows especially, because they're the multi-shot ones.
I'll just keep going.
Yeah, that's the mind track you used when you're getting that one guy's eyes back.
Let's see, what else do I have? I have that one.
Well, there's also one north of the central mine, or north of the Colosseum.
Yeah, it makes me want to go back and play fight the Linos on the original copy now. And say, take that.
I did eventually get good at fighting Lionel. It's been a while.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm pretty sure they've changed their tactics a bit.
It does feel a little bit different. I'd have to like compare to the first game.
The one new thing is that they'll now have a swipe attack where they use their horns to attack.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's honestly the only thing that's different.
Huh. I mean, Lionels are tough no matter what, you know. It's like
Yeah. A lot of the new combat stuff comes from the Froxes, Flex Constructs, Gleox, all the new enemies.
you can have all the good shit with Lionel, and it'll still kick your ass.
Mm-hmm. And it sucks because the good weapons in this game are all the like Gloom Sword and Gloom Spears, which are great on the surface because you get a Gloom Heart for using them, but then you're on the surface, so it just goes away immediately.
Yeah.
But down here, that shit starts stacking up.
Are there Lionels down here?
I was just fighting Lionels down here.
Oh, that's right. You were fighting. Why am I? Wow. Come on, Jonas.
There are also Lionels walking around in the depths. It is similar to a lot of the other parts in the depths where they have an above ground counterpart.
Nice.
Not that there is a Lionel above ground at the same location, but there is a feature above ground.
There's a miner's top.
There you go.
There is a correspondence. That's the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
As above, so
There's a
below.
corresponding feature on the surface level.
Right.
They're just wearing
Look
Christmas
at
lights
ya.
on my arms.
You're a globy boy.
It's Link's River outfit. Tingle's the DJ. Tingle is the DJ. You know it's true. Tingle is the DJ. It's canon.
No, Tingle is the guy who's dealing drugs in the bathroom.
Well, okay, fine. But who are we gonna get to DJ this?
No,
this...
Monk Mazkashia is the DJ.
Oh shit!
Have you listened to his theme? Hell yeah, he's the DJ.
Nice. God. So the theme, it's the only thing he ever spins is his theme, just remixes of it over and over again.
Oh, that was such a great remix. We're gonna listen to it one more time.
No,
You guys
that's where
love this,
madness
right?
begins. That is where madness begins, guys. Don't give in to the madness.
You know, I don't know how they did it, but if you remember Guzma, Team Skull from Pokemon Sun and Moon, they ripped
Oh yeah.
the models somehow and used to, I don't know what software it was, but they used some software to like animate them doing different dances, like the Thriller dance and stuff like that.
Oh, let's go. Oh, go cat.
I mean, for a lot of the modern Pokemon games, that's getting easier and easier because, like, the last 2 or 3 generations of Pokemon games are literally just in Unity.
Right.
Like, Arceus was in Unity, Sword and Shield, and Scarlet and Violet. I think all 3 of those were in Unity.
Right.
That's what had a
And
really
and people know how to crack those games open.
Was I following these statues?
Were you?
I don't think so. I thought I was supposed.
No, you haven't gone to where they lead to, at least. Because I think I remember where they lead to, and yeah, you haven't revealed anything in that direction. No, there's one for each of the different tribes. So there's a Gerudo one, there's a Goron one, there's a Zora one, and this one's the Rito one.
Breath of the Wild was coded in C++.
It's the Hinox. Let
and
me fight
the-
something I can actually take out.
Fair. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is the same engine as Breath of the Wild, and it's a custom engine.
Right.
Which we only know because this is the first time where they had like a GDC talk where they talked a lot about the technology they were developing for Breath of the Wild.
Wow.
Because they don't. Nintendo's usually very hush hush about their internal processes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess they've started valuing like getting the next generation to be knowledgeable to be important.
Yeah, I mean they know the landscape. They're it's yeah.
The one I remember seeing recently that
Really
was
don't
pretty
need to
cool
keep using
was
these
that
statues.
one of the ways they make the trees more simple for the graphics engine.
I'm going through this pass.
One of the things you can do with that is you can have the same tree over and over and over, just like scaled differently or rotated differently in a different position. But if you're rendering the same tree several times over, the graphics system can do certain optimizations so it doesn't have to, push so much data to the graphics card.
You mean like it caches it or something?
Yeah, basically what it can do is it can send all of the mesh data once and then just say, hey, I want to instance it this many times. And then it can run all of that in the GPU without having to come back to the CPU for any more instructions.
Right.
But that's a way that you can do that, but they only do that in this game for like the dozen trees or so that are literally right next to you, or the 20 or so trees that are right next to you. For the trees that you see like across a field, they optimize it even further by making it so the trees are actually two-dimensional. They're pre-rendered cutouts.
Billboards.
Yeah, they're billboards, like 8 or 16 of them, so you can look at every tree from every angle. And the special thing there is that they can also fake lighting on them. So even as the sun's going across the sky, it looks like the sun is reflecting off the leaves on the tree that's, on the other side of Hyrule Field.
So it's like a fake normal.
Yes.
And then I guess it's something like at X distance from Link, treat stop rendering billboard and replace with
Yeah, at X distance and that X clutter, right? Because it can also be just like, hey, I'm already drawing 30 trees. It's already going to be crowded, so we can kind of get by the fact that this billboard is only 30 feet away from you if it's going to have other trees in front of it anyway.
nice. Game dev.
Game dev.
Game dev. I am increasingly good. Sorry.
I was thinking of the what is Rick saying on his Twitter today? You were saying something about old
one is
games
it?
being designed in a way that was like punishing the players or something.
Which one is it?
It's the one that glows.
None of them are
It
glowing.
should- it might have fallen off the platform then.
Yeah, I know exactly
it's
what you're
right over
talking
there.
about. Games like Ghouls and Goblins, Ninja Gaiden, all those in the old school ones, attacks were very limited. Like, like one tile away from your character.
Castlevania.
Yeah, Castlevania, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Castlevania had the whip. The whip went several tiles.
Old games punish players hard because it gets you more playtime, says Ray.
I
That
feel
is true for when arcades were supposed to be quarter munchers,
Uh-huh.
and
That's right.
the sort of games that came immediately after that, where that same sensibilities were still maintained.
Yeah, it was a philosophy. It was a
The
paradigm.
sensibility was maintained largely because they wanted to make sure that people felt like they actually got something for paying $60 for a video game.
Yeah.
So
was-
it needed to
yeah.
take time.
This is the kind of thing where you physically could not have more than maybe an hour or two of original content fit onto a game cartridge. So the only way to extend people's playtime was to incur more repetition.
Yeah.
And one of the ways to do that was to make things very challenging so people would die, retry over and over and over again.
And what pisses me off the most about that, I did not know that when I was playing 7 Saga back then, which was the worst offender.
Saga. I don't think I know that. Wait, hold on.
There's a
Right.
trick to this, Rick. Let's see if you can figure it out.
I remember this. I never played this one, but I remember hearing about it and seeing it.
Yeah.
I think like reading about it.
There's a
My
reason
cousin-
he doesn't immediately recall, or does. There's a reason
My
he doesn't
cousin-
immediately bring the blocks back to him after he throws them at you.
My cousin from Alberta introduced me to it back then, and I was a really big fan of it.
Mhm.
But I did not. A lot of us didn't notice back then, but they deliberately reduced the level of your character by, or your stat gain by half. But your second teammate got full stats. It turns out they deliberately did this in the US version to extend the longevity of the game.
Huh.
That's why it was
Wow.
considered one of the hardest games in the US, but one of the easiest in Japan.
Funny. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they nerfed or buffed something for localization purposes. But yeah, it's interesting.
But I did not know that back then. Like, I was thinking, all games are fair. There's no... Like, they don't modify
You're,
games like
you're
that.
warm, Rick. You're very warm. You got step 1, and then you did step 2, but you didn't do step 1, then step 2.
I keep forgetting you can step on these because you weren't technically allowed to do that with the other.
And you're
Power,
right here.
with the powers in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, no, this game lets you do some crazy stuff by recalling something that you are standing on. That is some of the things people have been doing and working on where they can get insane height from certain things. One of the ones I've seen is that you take a spear and you throw it, and when you throw a spear, it twirls in the air, and then you let it land somewhere. Then you attach a plank onto it, stand on the plank and then rewind the spear. So it's going to go backwards through that twirl it did through the air, and the plank you're standing on is now going to just flip over really fast and launch you super high into the air.
Oh yeah, there was other thing I forgot that was I didn't notice about Seven Saga, but because of the stat reduction when you're leveling up, one of the things that made the game unplayable is one of the mechanics of the game was that there were 7 other heroes or 6 other heroes against you. If you leveled up, they leveled up, and they got the normal stats growth. If you somehow were like level 80 and you had to fight one of them to get something that was part of the story, they would be double the stats compared to you.
Oh.
And God help you if Lux, the robot, was one of the guys you had to fight to get the star rune off of. Because he had the best stat growth.
Jonas, you can't see it right now, but I literally cannot get this smile off my face. At the stupid doodles. I love them so much. That's what you're supposed to do when he floats and throws blocks at you? Yes, you're supposed to wait for him to throw the blocks, kind of like dodgeball your way around them, and then stand on it and recall, and it throws you back up into him. And then you just do what Rick did, which is
really weird.
Yeah. Do what Rick did, where he grabbed the center block to make it explode, or literally you're standing on the platform with the weak point right there. You just start wailing on him while you're up there.
It's really that way.
Very deep. Thought you had to build your way up to ascend. I mean, you could do that on some of the sky ones where they have like there's like springs or floating platforms around that are kind of set up to allow you to get up there. But yeah, the intention is that you're supposed to use your magic spells that you can cast at any time that you want.
Oh, sure, cliff face.
Where are you right now in relation to the surface? Okay. So I'm gonna go kind of south and then west. Some armored bokoblins.
Ow. Excuse you, I was busy.
Hey, you tell him.
Oh.
Give me your
Yeah,
horse.
got him. I'm taking your horse. There's a lot of zonite.
I need to borrow your horse. I need to borrow your horse, mister. I'll bring it back right quick.
I need the zonite.
I love there was a chase scene, and I think it was Red Dead Redemption 2, where yeah, you stole somebody's horse to like chase another person down. You said, I'm gonna bring it back, and then you can actually bring it back to that guy after the quest is done. And he's like, oh, you actually meant it. All right, thanks for bringing my horse back.
of analogy. So, chat, do you have any summer plans? Yesterday I said summer plans.
Yeah, you know, summer plants. Do you have any like succulents or any cacti or like you have some spicy arugula?
Wait, arugula? I don't think arugula is a succulent, sir.
Well, I'm not saying it's a succulent. I'm saying you have succulents, or do you have a spicy arugula?
I'm gonna have to ask you to pull over. I think I need to see some license registration, son. I don't know what I'm doing.
Here's my license. Here's my insurance. Don't worry about the thing that says expires March 17th, 1997. It's just a typo, you know.
According to this, you're a bird.
I would prefer if you use my preferred pronouns.
Avian American. Oh,
Abe/Ian.
oops, that's nice.
Yeah, the horse is already dead, so it doesn't matter if I fall down a cliff. It doesn't
Well,
really
let's-
look like I'm going to be able to get any farther on him.
Well, let's survive if you take a fall with that thing on.
I
God.
have no idea.
Oh.
It survived? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a stall horse die. They don't exactly jump off cliffs willingly. Even if you run straight at them full sprint.
That's funny. You take it to the horse fair, and he's like, I can't resurrect it. It was never alive.
They are an abomination to my godliness. I will not revive them.
I'm going to need to do some cooking soon. Let's see.
Good luck, Flotos, and yeah, it's never too late to start college. It's always a good thing to go do to invest in your own education.
Here.
Okay, so yeah, you can see there's this big white streak across the map of this like giant raised area, and then if you go to the surface, you'll see that's where the big canyon is.
Yeah.
It's all inverted. There's something weird about that.
There's something weird about that. I don't know.
I was saying in the chat that I was like, there's too many things that weirdly are sort of reflected across to make me think that, oh yes, the depths is literally just a giant cavern below Hyrule that nobody's discovered until now by sheer happenstance. No, my headcanon is this is some kind of low rule. The chasms are some sort of dimensional portal thingy. And this is not necessarily an actual physical space that is literally in Euclidean sense below Hyrule.
Well, you beat the game, right?
I have beat the game, and they don't give any explanation for it.
Oh, okay.
This is why I said it's my headcanon, because they literally present no reason. Why does this exist? Why is it down here? What is its deal? Why are there so many things that seem tied to the surface counterpart, but like in a sort of evil or otherwise demented version?
Hmm.
Because I was saying there's Lionels running around, and they are, again, they were a reflection of a thing on the surface.
Right.
They're a reflection of the stables. So basically, underneath each stable is a Lionel in the depth.
Right.
And also underneath each town is like one of the big mines. Which that one's weird, because Terrytown didn't exist until like 6 years ago, so why is there a Terry mine that just happens to be there? That apparently the Zonai were mining 10,000 plus years ago? That seems weird. That's something that must have changed. Or must have retroactively appeared in the last few years. Like, Either that or Terrytown was somehow predestined several millennia beforehand.
Paradox.
All this Link lore.
It would be interesting if you, in Breath of the Wild, you didn't actually finish a Terrytown side quest, and then in this game, it just wasn't there. There was no President Hudson or any of those side quests.
It's just Hudson by himself in a single house. He never met with Ronson, he never started the company, he still works for Bolson Construction. Federic says don't think about it too hard, and that does not work with me. That's my only option.
There's no Terrytown. You know, Biff's married to Lorraine, running a casino. Anyway,
Casinos. I already seen those.
I mean, now you said that, Rick, and now my mind is like going off of that, and it's like, well, yeah, if there was no Hudson Construction, then there would be no Skyview Towers, which means like so many things in Tears. You know, there'd be no Lookout Landing. There'd be no so many things that would just make this game not happen.
I went way off course. I go back down here.
I mean, again, is this not how this game is meant to be played? It's just wildly veer off course every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's what Link does.
Big roots.
And there's also that chasm right there. If I just take that chasm, I can float over everything.
Rick using that big skunk brain of his.
That sounds very weird out of context.
That big old smelly brain of his.
Brain stank.
That old furry brain of his.
You gotta make sure to take your brain out in regular intervals and remuscify it, or else it doesn't work as well.
Something like that.
Musketeers.
Oh, wait.
Those go right up into the ceiling. could definitely do a lot better from up here, though.
Hey, I got Steve. It went away.
That's always the thing.
Bullshit. I want my money back.
As soon as you announce you need to sneeze, then it goes away.
That's how it works most of the time, yeah.
And you know it's not going away. It's just hidden somewhere in the back there. And it's going to come out when you least want it to.
God damn it. It's just biding its time. It's going to get its revenge on me. I'll be giving like an important speech. And people will be like, you're salve world peace or something. And I'll be like, okay. My solution is
Here's a tip: if you're running out, Jonas, look at something bright and look up.
all right. I'll look at my ceiling light.
Yeah, you establish world peace, you're giving your speech, and then you accidentally blow snot all over the leader of the UAE. And then World War III starts.
Cool.
Anything for you to blind yourself. Yeesh. The man was always saying, geez, you put blow into a Kleenex or something. I was like, I do when I can, but I gotta really get to sneeze. You really need to sneeze.
Yeah, all the famous wars of history started because some dude sneezed on somebody else. We all know that.
Exactly, Jonas. Sneezing saves lives. Saves history. But more of the story is sneeze when you have to. Permit the... Oh, you did say that. Jonas, why did you sneeze to cause World War III? Now I'm going to tell all my Canadian historians what really happened. There's this raccoon named Jonas. He sneezed and blew up all the trash mountains doing it.
That's how it works.
Yeah. I didn't elect him.
Look at this dork on his boat.
So big boat.
My boat now.
I boat.
All-purpose raft.
Raft from the first
Oh
Zelda?
boy, it's a sailboat with a kitchen. Just what you need. And we're back to playing Raft.
Ah, good old Raft. How's the shark doing these days, Jonas?
It's great.
And
You know, I have mixed feelings about Raft. It was a great idea. It had an interesting mechanic. I felt like it could have had more. I felt like they could have done more with it. But that's just me. I mean, it's really easy for me to literally sit in my armchair and say that.
Yeah, I definitely feel like they forced the ending, or at least we're just like, we need to finish this now.
Yeah, kind of did feel that way.
yes, indeed it did.
I mean,
I didn't
I've
do
never
that
made
way.
the game. I know it's difficult, And, even just beyond the craft, it's compounded by
Jonas.
what?
You want to find out how difficult
Oh, God.
in 3 weeks?
No! No, I don't. Oh, God. It's like I want to, but at the same time, there's this like feeling in my stomach that reminds me a lot of like finals week, But we'll find out. We'll see how it goes.
Think of it like finals week. Look, the result of this thing does not matter.
You're right. And
It's just
the whole
so
point of Game Jam, with the extremely compressed time frame, is to let go of perfection, to let go of even like the concept of complete, and just make it happen, just knock it out. And I've done stuff like that before. It's not something that my brain naturally wants to do. My brain really has a collision streak when
But perfect is the enemy of done, and jam or some other sort of time limited thing like this is a great way to be just like, nope, you just got to do it.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I mean, we're definitely gonna have to we're gonna have to have a little bit of practice stuff going in, but like there are some specific things, pipelines and parts of pipelines that I'm definitely going to be making sure I have ironed out prior
I
to
do not
the,
remember seeing that.
okay, ooh. It's
that
it's a something. I thought it was a rock.
It's a frog.
Okay, I have.
It's a
fun.
frog.
Little white fox? Oh,
You better hustle. There we go.
that's
yeah.
no fox. That's a frox.
Oh god, he ate your friend.
Yeah. Did he eat one of the reds?
Oh,
That's awesome.
Oh, it's okay. He's back.
ow.
Hey, he's mining the zone for you.
Ow.
That. Frederick, why did you link that?
Wait, what did
I don't have any bombs. I don't even know if I can fight without bombs.
You can. You just need to shoot him in the eye, and the best way to do that is either have really good aim or use like key size to auto aim.
Survive on Raft. What the hell is this? Did somebody make a ripoff?
Yeah, it's clearly a ripoff. I mean, I just have to see that I hover my mouse over it, and I can see in the embed the first picture is of somebody in like one of those horse masks. And I'm just like, okay, it's a piece of shit.
Good times.
That's the wrong direction.
Just don't ask me.
Just climb over his face.
Arg.
Damn it!
I only have so many keys eyeballs.
Well, you can use any eyeball. In fact, if you use like fire keys eyeballs, they'll impart fire effects.
Come on, Link. What
Quit
are you
slacking.
aiming for?
I'm only doing what you told me to.
Yes. Huh. Eye for an eye.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Fine.
Nice.
Should be another blue wave Frox Fang somewhere. They always drop 2. Alright, with that out of the way, allons-y. Yeah, actually, the difficulty with chaining it like that is getting the precise arrow shots when you're in the air to hit the Frox's eye. Because if you try to do it while you're straight in front of them, like they have their head tilted back in a way where their like nose or whatever kind of blocks the arrows. The best way I've found is you have to be like to the side and slightly behind the Frox, and then you have a clear shot at their eye while they're trying to like hold their mouth up to catch you and eat you that way. Tunic of the Wind.
Nice.
That's why you shoot bombs in their mouths instead of shooting their eyes. But bombs are expensive and useful in other places.
I don't have any. Because
Yeah.
I keep using them, because they're useful.
Funny that.
Like, you don't have any bombs? It's like, I use them all the time.
I had that problem when I was fighting a Gleeok and I ran out of arrows and I was like trying to find some way to fight it in without using arrows, and it's just like, no. There is literally no physical way to fight a Gleeok if you have no arrows. There is no way that its abilities interact with your like ascend or recall or anything that allows you to do damage without using a bow. Which is horseshit to me. It makes me realize, oh yeah, you always had free damage with the bombs in Breath of the Wild, but now in this game, if the Gleeok just decides it wants to stay in the air permanently and keep raining laser beams down on you and you have no arrows, like, you have nothing. You can't do anything. If you try to build anything, it will do a roar and destroy all of your Zonai devices. You have no options. Which is very stupid to be like, no, there's only one way you could fight this thing. Which I was very upset about. I'm just like, really? There's no way that I can, like, recall a fireball or something? Like, deal damage to it? Can you throw a weapon at it if you got close enough? I mean, you would have to throw a weapon to hit one of its heads to make it get stunned and fall, and like... Maybe if you had one of these throwing spears, but like... that's it? That's the only thing I think that could even reach that high. Yeah, you need like... You'd break 6 spears just trying to get it to fall down once. It'd be awful.
Oof. Nice. Oh! Then you see a spooky piece of light. You're like somebody on some
Sorry.
bug attack.
So I'm not saying I'm working on commissions.
Spooky.
Yeah. Well, Rick's just kind of walking around the depths. I'm sitting over here just listening to the Monk Mazkashia theme now.
Yeah, this was good earlier.
I do gotta say though, at this part of the game, I still like how dark it is down here in the Zelda game, or Tears of the Kingdom.
Great atmosphere in the depths.
Mm-hmm.
Also scrolling through some of the YouTube comments for the video is great. In the name of the goddess Hylia, I'm about to throw hands, Link boy.
It looks like a running man.
You've made your own constellation.
Okay, I need to do some cooking.
How much money you got?
There's at least 882.
Might be able to go buy a kitchen for your home.
Oh, that's true.
You probably need to buy a kitchen and also one of those like connecting rooms, so you can attach it all together.
Yo! Ah! Mmm! Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah!
A kitchen.
Oh!
Let's see, what do I want? Indoor stairs.
Well, you probably want the either square or triangle connecting room, or else you gotta just have a bunch of rooms you can't get into because they have no way in.
Ah! Mmm! Ah!
Oh, chat. Oh, chat.
That's
What's
being
chat
perfect.
doing?
Chat's being ever so thirsty, talking about the Umbra off or Umbra on.
Umbra? What? Umbreon.
Did you hear that come through the microphone?
I heard something. I don't know what
Yes.
it was.
Some fucking asshole who cut his muffler off his car.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay. I wasn't.
It's just
It sounded.
revving his engine through the parking garage.
It almost sounds to me like you were moving like furniture on a
Chair.
wood floor or something like.
Sound like a chair moving.
I love these weird modular construction frames.
So it doesn't like need a roof or anything. Okay.
Oh.
It's the wave of the future.
It's got a roof. You can't access it from the top. That's a roof, right?
Not exactly.
Ah.
Look, man, when's the last time you saw it snow in Akala, alright? You don't need sloped roofs.
I love having rain puddle up there.
It's quaint.
Interior is okay. I don't really like the exterior style.
Yeah. My thing that gets me is that none of the rooms have windows on them. It actually makes it feel very cramped sometimes.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do is if you get the paddock room, you can attach that, and then it has like an open air thing. So
Oh,
you
that's
can
not bad.
kind of have like natural light into your home.
Okay.
That's what I have. I have my on the bottom floor, it's bedroom, got a statue, paddock, kitchen, foyer, and 2 of the square furnished rooms. And then there's a set of stairs that goes up to the second floor. It's another 2 square rooms and 5 like display rooms.
Nice.
I think it's literally 1 shield room, 1 bow room, and 3 weapon rooms. And that's just enough to display all the legendary items in the game. Actually, it's 1 short because there's only 2. There's like 2 legendary bows, and so you have 1 bow slot open still. There's the Great Eagle bow, and then there's the Dusk bow, and that's it.
Damn. You made like teriyaki bowl. Awesome.
I mean, of all the things you could literally cook by just throwing the ingredients into a pot over a fire,
Oh.
rice with meat sitting on top of it is one of the ones that seems actually kind of likely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really need to boil rice, but yeah, I know what you mean. I would love to cook stuff over fire again. That is so much fun.
He says, also just imagining how difficult it would be to cook in full armor. Well, Link does not have a chef outfit.
Unfortunately. Jonas, you want to cook over an open fire?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Come visit me in Texas. I'll take you to a place called Possum Kingdom.
Possum Kingdom. Do we
Yeah.
get to eat possum?
Oh, eat the possums.
Oh, it's a park. Okay. Oh, that's
Yes,
pretty.
it's a very nice nature park. I've gone there a couple times camping.
I will definitely need a cabin. I am past the age where my back wants to have anything to do with a hard ground. But
Oh
sure.
God, no. See, I've gone tent camping twice in my entire life, but I've gone like camper trailer camping like dozens of times.
Yeah, we did
it.
it.
It was very much a hotel room on wheels.
We did. Me, Dad, and my crazy uncles did. We went to Yellowstone, Yosemite, Lassen, other one whose name I forget. It's up in like Northern California place. But yeah, we always did the minimalist tent on hard ground kind of routine. But this is also back when I was able to do things like cartwheels and somersaults. So I was a little springier. So, but yeah, that would be fun. Camping would be good. Is there still camping if you're in a cabin?
Not if you're in a cabin, not if you're in a static structure, I'd say.
All right, well, recreation would be good.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to one of those furry camp cons, but like, it's absolutely the sort of thing where I would need to have people there that I knew, like more than one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a suit, so, you know. There's that too. Rice balls. Maybe I should just maybe I should just make my own like weak sauce Jonas head. God.
I have a friend around here who he has his own suit head, I say in heavy air quotes. It's literally he found a like fox costume from like a Halloween store, and he just like cleaned up the head a bit, and he just wears the head around, and that's his suit head in big quotations.
That's awesome. No, I'd love to make like a shitty head out of like carpet or something. Just steal a bunch of carpet sloths and just stitch those together and make this like, like Frankenstein. Anyway, I'm not making fun of any of your fursuiters, I promise. I'm just being me.
How
And then of
dare
course
you.
Rick's has to be a paper bag that just says the word kangaroo artist on it.
Well, what do you mean, ew, California? How dare.
Obviously, California is ew. Like, oh my god, like ew, like
Stop.
ew.
Stop that. How dare. Unacceptable.
Like, oh my god.
California
Like,
is
California. Oh my god.
California is the best state ever. Okay. Where else can you like drive 3 hours to go from skiing to surfing? Huh? Okay.
Okay, not Colorado. Washington? Washington.
Yeah, well, out here it's more like 6 hours, and also there's like nothing out there at the beach. Like there's a couple of dinky little beach towns that aren't really beach towns. They're just like places that just happen to be near the beach. It's not even a real beach because it's all rocks and sharks and shit and whales. And I mean, it's not even real. It doesn't exist. It's a mirage.
Whales. Okay, whales.
I'm not actually this elitist. Well, a little bit. My brother lives in Oregon, and he makes a point of not mentioning that he's from California because they don't like Californians. Dude says, do it in California. You don't have to be in a climate that doubles your use of antidepressants.
Has Rick ever done that in the comic or something while selling it right? You just have a paper bag that says artist on it. Everyone asks where he gets his powers from.
Yeah.
Turns out it's not magical powers as an artist. He just has magical paper bag powers. He just chooses to be an artist.
A lot of people say paper bag powers, but I've never thought of garbage bag powers.
Oh, Link, are you humming your theme?
He is. Diddle-oo,
Someone Tesla says, "Are we sure there isn't some Ratatouille situation going on?" I wish there was Ratatouille in this game. That was one of the first things I saw, or I thought of when I saw the tomatoes were a new thing in this game. I'm like, ooh, is it possible to make Ratatouille? Sadly, it is not. I don't know what you would sort of make the analogy for the squash or eggplant.
Do they have gorgeous? I mean, I know they have pumpkins in this game.
They have
Do they have cucumbers in there?
no. There's two kinds of pumpkins, and it's not a lot of vegetables.
Mm.
I guess it's Ragu with garbage bag powers all the time. Yeah, they probably do.
There's the pumpkins and there's the carrots. And there's the radishes, and that's like all of the vegetables. Most of the food plants are fruits and mushrooms. Or herbs. Or wait, I forget if Amaranth and Mighty Thistle count as a vegetable or an herb. Can't remember.
Mm.
Marcus Phyllis is throwing the butter into the pot with the packaging still on it. Yeah, don't you do that? It's hard to pull it off the packaging. You let the butter melt a slight bit, and then the packaging just comes off easily.
We also need to talk about the fact that Link's using an entire stick of butter.
Look, it's fine. He got advice from Paula Dean.
Yeah, he must have one of those crazy ass metabolisms too. Like he can eat like a bucket of lard and just run it off.
I mean, have you seen this man, what he does on a regular basis? I wouldn't be surprised if his diet is like 20,000 calories a day or something.
That's reasonable.
Link's just desperate to gain some mass. Yeah, he's a little guy in this game. He's just a little guy.
He's always been a little guy. He's always been a twig. I mean, it works in his favor. You know, one of his key points is that he's nimble and quick and small and like agile.
Trying to remember how tall he was in Twilight Princess. I still want to say this. I still want to say that Twilight Princess was like the hunkiest Link ever was.
Let me Google Twilight Princess. Okay, yeah, he's got a little mass there. A little bit of height too. Wow. Okay. All right, sure. That might be the closest Link's been to breaking out of twink status.
I mean, he sumo wrestled in that game.
Oh no, wait, that's fan art. It's really good fan art, but it's fan art. What's Highland equivalent of protein powder? Probably one of those mushrooms. those things are probably proteinaceous. Actually, it's probably just all that raw meat Link eats. I mean, he eats everything, right? I mean, you can even get meat out of, like, the wolves and stuff like that. Link's just going full paleo.
Yeah, Link's just sitting there being like, yeah, you need to have a full hunter-gatherer diet, just raw meat and vegetables. And people are like, what about all the butter and milk and cheese and all that kind of stuff you eat? All the processed wheat and bread products you eat. Like, a meat pie is not exactly a paleo diet.
Chicken's not vegan?
Not vegan?
Ooh. Oh. Mm-hmm.
That's son and done. See, I can't imagine him having any voice other than Hank Hill.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
You gotta go through the song and dance every single time. Okay, I know. I know.
Yeah, so try to flip it over and see what happens. Because I tried this, because it's not quite... so... it's so weird how it, like, tries to right itself.
You can't even attach it to a ceiling or anything.
No. I did the same thing, because it seems like that's kind of what they want you to do. They're like, Horoblin, here's this cave. Ah, take a picture of a Horoblin when it's on the ceiling, and then put it in the ceiling of the cave. Nope. It's gonna stand on its forehead on the ground.
Sure.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Ooh.
Ma.
Yee!
Sneaky monster soup.
Ooh. 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 Oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, dragon.
Dragon.
Okay. Poke.
Ooh.
Poke. There.
Dragon.
Dragon, you dragon.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't remember what some of these are. What is that?
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
He just wants a battle talus. Doesn't sound like I'm get paid unless I bring a battle talus.
Yep. Luckily, there's one actually very near to Terrytown.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Have I fought that?
So if you go north of Terrytown, there's a chasm. And then, like, at the northeast edge of that chasm, there's a battle talus.
Weapons always look so awkward.
Oh my gosh, I saw somebody who made a video where they were talking about some story stuff with Breath of the Wild, and one of the cutscenes they kept referring back to was when they faced Phantom Ganon in Hyrule Castle. But they had this giant soldier spear equipped, and so during the cutscene, the soldier spear was going through Tulin, and it was like obstructing his face and stuff, and it looks so silly.
Ow. Ow.
I don't want to fight you. I want to put you on the cover of a magazine museum thing.
I have no idea how Hudson can work from something that terrible, but okay.
Yeah, he can. Arcoswell says, I want to cook a bomb flour in the pot and make gunpowder tea. I think if you put a palm flour in the cooking pot, I forget if it just makes dubious food or if it like starts the cooking animation and then just blows up halfway through.
Back. Did I miss anything crazy?
Yeah, you missed the part where Rick became a dragon, killed a dragon, absorbed its power.
Wouldn't that be a ballsy ending if they had Link turn into a dragon to join Zelda and they just flew off in the sunset, you know, doing those little spiral twirly maneuvers?
What's the Japanese name for that? Where yeah, you have the one character turns into a monster, and then the ending you end up turning them back into human when everybody who played the game, what they wanted was for you to also turn into a monster.
Look, this is Breath of the Wild, not Breath of Fire.
I mean, it could be.
That would be hilarious. The end altogether is Link's gonna slay Ganon as a dragon. He's God now.
So if Zelda became the Dragon of Light, what would Link become? Dragon of Courage?
Yes, the Dragon of Courage.
That doesn't seem right.
Don't question it. It's romantic, okay?
Well, but then Zelda would have become the Dragon of Wisdom, but that's kind of Nature's thing. And then I guess Farosh is the Dragon of Courage.
I don't know. Link would become the dragon hero.
The Dragon of the Wild? I mean, I kind of like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Dragon Raru? Yes! Yes!
Oh. Oh.
Sure.
I think the trick here would be, can you get the bokoblin on top of the talus? I think that, yeah, the colliders are going to be kind of weird. Oh, there you go. Hell yeah.
Oh.
The scale's a little off, but it works.
Oh.
Jonas died.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
I'll jump.
Jonas
Oh,
undied.
No, that was me this time. That was the wrong button.
I was gonna say, I'll get the Phoenix down.
I was aiming for something else.
Oh, did the sneeze come back?
No. I was just a dumbass. I shouldn't click on things when I'm not looking right at them directly.
I mean, click more buttons. It's fun. I'm sure there's nothing bad could happen.
Nothing bad ever happened from clicking buttons.
Oh. Hmm.
Frox.
Bodies in the blobbity?
Oh.
That's like one of my words.
It's not time yet. Frox. Gotta get a Frox first. So I don't remember where we were last time we talked with Kilton. Have you gotten everything other than the, I guess, Booble Frog completion?
I don't think I got everything.
Oh no, he's got the little table out. Yeah, you don't have everything?
Yeah, it looks like Slimer.
Jess says, killing so many of those monsters just for this creepy ass baby.
Leok Thunderhorns, huh?
All right, man, we're going under. Dive, dive, dive.
Hmm.
Oh, well, there's the frogs right there. How conveniente. Oh, God.
Ooh,
Well, hot damn, he's got some leaps.
I saw what you said, Midnight. Ah!
Looks like I'm fighting a fox. Haha.
You know what's funny is I was actually doing some writing up about my OC stuff for my ref sheet in order to just like fill out the bio and stuff, and now I'm gonna have to add has a boyfriend Lionel named Lionel.
I'm proud to have contributed to the legend. What color Lionel is he?
Oh, he's probably the basic red one or whatever.
Oh, okay. if I do play this, well, I mean, when I play this, whenever I get a Switch and get this, it's gonna be a while because I have other expenses to worry about. But if when I ever do, I'm gonna probably commit to it and like explore all the depths and all the overmap, and just because I feel like there's a lot to be seen.
I
And
have to do this damn thing left. But they put the big goblin down in front of it.
Oh man.
oh man,
Doesn't Rick have more hearts than what Link started out with before meeting Ganon or Rauru? Nope. At the beginning of the game, you had 3 stamina segments or 3 stamina wheels and 30 hearts, which you cannot actually get again. Even if you do all the shrines, you will end up with 3 stamina wheels and 28 hearts. Because there are 152 shrines, but if there was an even 160, you would have exactly enough Blessings of Light, which again makes me think that the DLC is going to have those last 8 shrines to allow you to get full on both stats.
I think they're just too large. I just set it down wherever.
Fricky Fracky Ricky rocks.
You don't say.
I don't remember where I put the frogs. I do remember I had a Gleeok that I had taken a picture of it while he was in mid-flight, and the statue of him looked real cool because it was several feet off the ground, and so it kind of went over top all the other statues.
King Gleeok. Oh boy.
For another time, another place, another world, another stream. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.
I have a rater to suggest someone we have not rated before. She's really
Okay.
cool. Miss Jackie. If you're craving more Zelda, she is playing Majora's Mask.
Ooh.
Everybody give her a big Crew raid welcome, or wave, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, that's all for tonight. We'll see you for more tomorrow, probably, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Have a good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night.